Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGurk Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the UMass Minutemen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minutemen offense takes the field, and they'll go to work first. Here he comes, and obviously a defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Pumachan looking to scramble. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Makes his connection. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. To throw, it's Phommachanh. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31.
The counterplay is a great play that mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out fast. Oh my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Gonna run it. It's Singleton. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. He's still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Using his feet. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, going up top. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The UMass offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Back to pass, it's Pumachan. Finds his tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. How frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a quarterback like that. They finally get him out of bounds.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, first and 10 again.
UMass getting set to snap it on first and 10. He's going to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Pumachan. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal to go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking downfield, it's Aller. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Handoff to the single back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for room. It's Singleton. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Warren.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
6th play of the drive coming up. They go to the ground. Just ran over him. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Allard. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the 1st down.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Warren. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's Singleton. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Penn State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Hester.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Pumachan. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
So this offense has the lead, they have the ball, they have the clock on their side, and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Coming after it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UMass offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
UMass quickly back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Pumachan. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Hester. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'm just getting the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
UMass quickly back to the line. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
It's 2nd down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Pumachan. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Getting some heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good.
That makes the score Penn State 17, UMass 10.
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the UMass